From the heart of Kansas City, we bring you Buck and Bob from Chiefs Kingdom. I'm Bob.
I'm Buck. We're not fancy analysts.
We have just as many bad takes. What's up, Buck?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Oh, yeah. You got to
Before people riot.
Calls you out. Yeah.
Before people riot.
Yeah.
Oh, I think your mic's a little far. Just heads up. There we go.
There you go. Better?
Yeah, definitely. So, dude, a familiar face is back in town.
Oh, yeah. Mr.
Mike Pennell has returned.
You can do the hallelujah thing? There you go.
Yeah, man. Oh, dude. And we still don't know why he left in the first place, but he's back. And you can see shots of him and Chris Jones having a good time at practice. And it just gave me the warm fuzzies, because
Oh, yeah, they're buddies.
yeah, I mean, good buddies. And, he talked about how, you can be buddies with guys, but when you're on different teams during the season, like, you're just not really talking much, It's the same thing. It's the same thing with you and I at different times in our lives where we didn't talk, much. But, he's the type of friend that as soon as you're back, you're exactly back. There's nothing changed. You're not bitter at not calling each other.
Yeah.
They're back and they're back together. Mike's great. I still think that there was some sort of miscommunication or something, and they thought Pennell was going to be good going to the practice squad, and for some reason he was not good. Because I can't imagine we didn't want to keep him.
Yeah, but if you know that you're probably good enough to be a starter in half the teams, that's a tough thing to swallow, I would think. Even though it's the Kansas City Chiefs and they're in the middle of this dynasty, I think a lot of guys just getting the chance to play full time is worth maybe stepping away. I'm glad that they kept. It seems like they kept everything on good terms. He came back, right? So if there was animosity on either end, I don't think that would have been a possibility. So
yeah, I think it probably caught the Chiefs off guard. If I had to guess, and it could have just been Mike might have thought he could get more money, but all that matters is he's back now, and that's awesome. That's awesome, and especially with the loss of Omar, even though they play completely different roles, but it's still he's just a piece in there that just works. And who was it that I heard from? I think it was either all chiefed up or Matt Vetterine, but he was saying, or maybe I don't know, but someone said that whenever we've acquired Pennell during the season, we've won the Super Bowl 2 times. So, hey, I'll take those odds.
Yeah, that's a stat.
Yep. What's up, chat? Yeah, we were late. Sorry about that.
I'm late. Y'all are later.
Magic.
Yeah, I saw that when we were sitting here waiting. I was like, that's funny.
Good to see you, Gary.
Gary Holland in the house. Jay-Z the White.
Good to see you, Jay-Z the White. Yeah,
one.
Dude.
He's the white one.
The white one. Yep. The white one, as opposed to the purple one. But dude, freaking horned up. I feel weird saying horned up because it feels like we're copying all chiefed up when we say horned up. But maybe it's the best form of imitation is the best form of flattery. Mm-hmm. I guess as long as we say like our buddies at all chiefed up, we're all horned up. Like I guess we're just free advertising on a smaller scale. But yeah, dude, Jones is super happy, and that's just good. When Jones is happy, Jones plays better. What else we got here? Does it mean we're not going to make any more additions to the defensive line? Trade entire draft for Myles Garrett.
That wouldn't hurt my feelings. I don't know that this means that it's the end of making more additions. Go ahead.
No, you go.
I was just going to say, as the season kind of builds up and the way that this team is playing, and it's really, it's really kind of coming together at this point. Why wouldn't you shop around and see if there's anything out there? Brett Veach loves to make deals, and he seems to find magic in places.
He does love to make deals, but this is something. So a lot of people, a lot of channels are talking all about all these trades, and I remember talking to Matt Derrick at Chiefs training camp and talking to him specifically saying, hey, man, like a lot of people, I think they're going to forget because of last year that the Chiefs don't trade during the regular season. We acquire people. We pick them up for free agency, but we don't often trade. Last year was an outlier with us making. Even DJ Humphries wasn't a trade. He was an acquisition from free agency because he was on the couch after his injury recovery, and so I think a lot of people think that we trade a bunch during the regular season, but we do trade a lot outside of the regular season. And that's where I think people are getting their hopes up because here, I'll just share it right here. Real quick. I pulled it up.
You say getting their hopes up. You mean getting their hopes up that we're going to make a bunch of crazy trades?
That we're going to make trades and especially trades for big people. When we traded for Hopkins, I was like, whoa, dude, that is not like a Chiefs move in the regular season at all. Like, it's so, where is it at? Can I not just share this? Okay, I guess I have to share.
Put it up on your screen.
Entire screen, yeah. Right, hold on. So, I got this up here. This is all the trades we've made in the past 6 years during the regular season. This is it.
Kid Darius Tony. You should have.
Yeah, this is it. And so I think people are getting their hopes up big time, and I think it's kind of scary because this isn't the Chiefs' MO. We did these two trades, but like you look at like some of the guys they're asking us to get, like people are asking for some A players, and they would take like a second round pick. Veach likes to deal in bologna sandwiches, not burgers, not filet mignon. So I think people get their hopes up, and I think a lot of it pays to talk about trades. We should probably be talking about it, but I just got to be real. I don't think we're going to make any big trades at all. I think who's the old defensive tackle? Matt Verderam had a real good idea. This old defensive tackle. What teams he play for? But he's like someone who's like 39, right? Who we could get for cheap, and he's not being used at time. Like that's the type of people we're probably going to get, or people that haven't worked out. Like he's got to search out something big, like someone who hasn't worked out, like basically like DaQuan Thornton, somebody that will be like, huh?
Calais
and
Campbell.
Then all of a sudden they'll be awesome. Is Calais Campbell the guy?
I'm not sure.
Matt
Mahomes Magic just
talking about
Calais Campbell, so that's what I'm guessing.
Let me look it up. Oh shoot! Now my screen's all big.
But the question was, does this mean that we're done with trades? And I don't think it means we're done with it. With trying to acquire defensive line, but like you said, it's just not a very.
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah,
from Arizona. Yep, good call, Mahomes Magic. Yeah, that's something we could get. Like, and he knows how to do everything.
JC said, "Get that old man strength." That's right.
Ooh, look at this. HD Chiefs fan coming in hot with the gifted memberships. Thank you, HD.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. But yeah, I would love to trade. But I mean, honestly, like, I mean, Veach does it smarter. Like, you know, you take a lot of hits doing trades, and teams take a lot of hits, you know, and trading away people and having dead money. And I mean, if we're going to keep building through the draft, giving up those early picks is
huge hit. Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah,
you can't
and
build through the draft if you're going to trade your picks away.
Yeah,
Veach would rather draft.
Well, if we've looked at people who've traded tons of like firsts and stuff for like star players, I mean, it usually doesn't work out. I mean, look at Tyreek Hill. I mean, there's so many examples of that just not working out. And I think one of the biggest reasons that they don't like to trade during the year is because most people come in and they can't contribute right off the bat. You know, there's a few positions, you know, defensive end, if they're an actual 4-3 defensive end and defensive tackle, I mean, those are ones that could come in. But we're talking corners trying to come in. I think a running back could probably come in too. But like,
is Pinnell going to play this week?
Wide receivers? Oh yeah, I think so.
You think so?
He signed straight to the 53-man roster. But it's hard to get him up to speed. It's hard. All of those things are hard. And yeah, until we see what Elijah Mitchell has, I still don't know that we would want to go for a running back either.
I mean, I'd love to see a running back, but yeah, I don't.
I mean, I would too. But
I don't see that happening.
I just don't see him doing it.
Yeah. I mean, if a trade falls in their lap that they just can't refuse, I'm sure they'll pull the trigger on that. But they're not going to go out seeking that when we have a banged up defensive line. We could use some depth at offensive line now. I mean, Caliendo's in there starting. So
well, yeah, well, he might not be starting this week. Smith might be back.
That's good.
Andy said they're giving it a shot. We're hoping. But
and I got to say, Caliendo did a better job than I thought he would. I really thought he would struggle a little bit more than he did. And he struggled a little bit this last game, but it wasn't Suamata'i at left tackle to start last season. So,
yeah, I'm hoping that we do need pass rush, which is so weird because our defense is killer. I mean, we've allowed 14 points in the last 10 quarters. Like,
yes,
that's unreal.
That's amazing. But the big thing we're lacking is pressure, initial pressure. We can get the coverage sacks. Karlaftis can get there for the coverage sacks, but it's just that initial pressure.
Some of them are like his sack this last week. I mean, he forced him out, then he held on. It looked like he held on to his ankle and got dragged 5 yards and then finally pulled him down. I couldn't see.
There was that sack by Mike Dana where, remember, there was a confusion on the offensive line and that right guard went the wrong way.
Yeah, that was like
and he
Madden.
got right in, but that was a mistake.
That was like Madden 2000 overrunning the AI because it couldn't account for it. Like it was like where you had to be like, you can't run that, man. It's not fair. Oh man, but yeah, it's getting better. I think Gelati could, you got to remember he's still a rookie. He could, last half of the season really come to fruition. And then I don't know about Charles Menahue. Like he's had a couple sacks, but they've been Chris Jones's sacks that he's just gotten to take. Like he's just gotten them teed up to him,
Yeah, he just happened to be there at the end.
Yeah, so I mean, a defensive end or an actual pushing defensive tackle, because Pinnell's not going to push for sacks. Like that's just not his thing. Like he's. But I don't know, man. I think a defensive end is really what we need, and not an outside linebacker, edge rusher, unless we know that they can work as a 4-3 end. Like I was talking about the other guy from the Dolphins. Like he went all through college playing a 4-3 D end.
Yeah.
But Veach is gonna probably talk to Spags this time around and be like, "Hey, you gonna use this guy if I get him?" Like I bet he talked to Spags, and Spags was like, "I don't know if he can. He hasn't done it in his career. He might be able to, And then he comes in and it's like, bro, no, and it just didn't work out. I have no clue, but yeah. What else we got?
We got an active chat tonight.
Yeah,
that's what we got. Jay-Z said, if the Dolphins lose tonight, I'd call and see who's available. It's a guaranteed no if you don't ask. Same with Kamara.
True.
I'm sure
Veach is calling people. I'm sure he's doing that. It's just looking from the past, it doesn't look like he calls the second time very often. Like he calls and be like, nope, too much.
Well, here's an interesting comment that Mahomes Magic said earlier on Kamara. He said Kamara isn't getting traded. He already said he'd retire immediately if he got traded. I mean, you say things in the heat of the passion of the moment, you get upset. Yeah,
he'd be traded immediately if he went to the Browns. But if he went to the Chiefs, you really think he would? Would retire immediately. I
don't, but you never know. I mean, guys have different motives for everything, Some guys fall in love with their team and they want to retire there, and that's what they're going to do. He's played long enough.
How long has he been at the Saints? How long has he been there? He's been there a long time?
5 or 6 years, I think.
It's been a bit, hasn't it? Or did he? I don't think he started with the Saints, did he?
I think he did.
Did he really? I remember him, and he came in same year Kareem Hunt did. They were both at it for like offensive rookie of the year or whatever. So I don't know. Maybe Chats told us. Oh man. Yeah, he's been with the Saints his entire career. Oh yeah, I bet he'd be butthurt. Yeah, wow.
But like you said, man, getting traded to a dynasty.
Getting traded to the Chiefs for a ring before you end it all? I mean, but he got a ring, didn't he?
Oh, was he there when they got the ring? I don't think so.
I think he was.
The Saints have not been in a Super Bowl contender since Kareem Hunt's been in the league. Didn't you say they were rookies at the same time?
Yeah. Yeah, 2010 was the last time they won. Yeah. Wow, gosh, that feels like yesterday.
Yeah.
That feels like yesterday. Jeez Louise, yeah, wow. Man, dude, the time goes fast when you get old.
Yeah.
I mean, but I'd take Alvin Kamara, and boy, what he could teach Smith, that would be pretty cool.
I mean, he could still teach Pacheco. I mean, I'm sure Pacheco's down to learn some new things if he can. Play as Campbell Browns. That's what that was all about.
Yeah. But is he coming from Kamara? Yeah, I'm just trying to see if there's anything here we need to pull up. Oh, I did not see that.
Gary said, Buck and Bob, did you hear today that the Eagles offered Browns 3 first-round picks for Myles Garrett?
That's interesting, too, because what would Myles Garrett play on the Eagles?
Probably defense.
But the Eagles, the Eagles are a 3-4. Has Myles Garrett ever played outside linebacker, or is Myles Garrett big enough to just go in at 3-4 defensive end on for sure running downs? That would be nasty.
Man,
that would be nasty. But he is
3 first-round picks, man. That is, I mean, you're just giving that's it. You're going for a big one.
I mean, they'd be crazy not to take it, right?
I think so.
I mean, Eddie's got the huge salary, too. The Eagles
and they're
are
just
nuts.
going to screw it up by drafting 4 quarterbacks.
I'm trying to see here. He's 6'4", 272. He could probably play. He could probably play. I mean, you want to be a little more like 6'7", 290 for 3-4 defensive end, but on for sure passing downs, he would slot right in. I just don't know how he'd slot in. He'd probably still be good against the run. Yeah, dude, he could probably play. And then you'd have freaking like 4 edge rushers in there.
That's insane.
Or at least 3. That's I don't know, man. I mean, that would definitely be scary. I would be very, very scared if that happened. But how could they not take 100%. That? That's like, because I bet you they gave him a bunch of guaranteed money. So they'd take the hit on all the guaranteed money. That's why they're offering him the first.
That's interesting.
What's this one?
Witchy said, O-lineman retires and drops to 260, then plows through 10,000 calories in one night. Is that Jason Kelsey?
I don't know.
Drops to 260?
Sounds like Jason Kelsey.
Maybe he did like an eating challenge one night. I don't know. I don't know what that's about.
I think maybe.
HD comes in with a buck. Is that a fedora or a beanie you're wearing? It's neither. It's a bucket hat. But I can't wear it with my headphones on. So it kind of looks like a fedora. I just want to wear it.
I mean, isn't that how the bucket hat was created? Some fedora got really wet and all the sides fell down.
Probably.
I got a fedora over there. What is this?
Gary said, I have close game burnout from last year. I've been spoiled this year.
Oh, yeah, close game. Dude, yeah, I've got to relax on the couch a few times.
A couple of times, yeah.
I've also got to yell on the couch in the third quarter a few times as well, though. Like it wasn't, my heart wasn't, about to stop, but I was, my veins in my forehead were about to pop. It was just a different
Bob
feeling.
Is passionate on here. Watch a Chiefs game with him. It's almost like he thinks that he can talk straight to Troy Aikman. It's like, Bob, he can't hear you, right? I mean, you could yell louder, but
I just keep trying to yell louder. All right. Dude, so interesting. So got into a little Twitter battle today, or X battle today.
Uh-oh. With who?
Just random people that were arguing my same point, but didn't, but like they were just for sure about it, where I was like 80-20, 70-30, like, sure. Like, but yeah, I couldn't explain the low concept on Twitter, because Twitter's for high concept, not for low concept. And so anything nuanced is just like with a lot of different layers is just going to not make sense, and you're not going to be able to really explain yourself. But basically, remember what I said recently. I don't know that when Josh Simmons comes back that he gets his starting job back right away, right?
Mm-hmm.
And everybody thought I was crazy. I said, I don't know if. I don't know. Like, I'm just saying, there's a possibility he doesn't get it back for a couple weeks. You know what I mean? Like, he's been gone. The longer he's gone, the more and more unsure I am that he gets his job back immediately, right? So Matt Nagy came out today in the presser and was asked if Josh Simmons gets his starting job back when he comes back.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, Well, I haven't really thought about that, but I really am impressed with the consistency of Jalen Moore. And some across like different things think that it was kind of Matt Nagy poking at Simmons, like saying, come back, or your job might not be starting when you get back. I don't think that's what Matt was trying to say. I just think he was trying to say that Jalen Moore's doing a good job. But then he said, but yeah, I don't know. I'll leave that choice up to Andy and Veach.
Andy and Andy? Oh.
Which I thought was weird. Veach? Like, wouldn't have expected him to say Veach. So I just tweeted back at Matt. Derek's tweet was like, people call me crazy when I said there was a possibility of Simmons not having his job right away when he comes back. And then everybody just comes in, Simmons will have it back. You're crazy. I'm like, yeah, well, people call me crazy when I said Joe Tooney was going to get dropped or traded, and then the next day he got traded. And then he was like, everybody knew that. And I was like, okay, well, I don't remember anybody saying it, and I remember everybody being surprised. So news to me that everybody knew it. Mm-hmm. and then they're just like, you're crazy if you think Moore's going to start. I was like, okay, again, I said, I'm pretty sure Josh has still got the job. I'm just not positive. I'm like 80-20, 70-30. And they're like, still seem to think I'm arguing that Moore's going to get, that Josh isn't going to get the start when he comes back. And I'm just trying to explain to him that, okay, I said, I think Simmons is going to get the job back. But it's not a positive for me. I'm just not 100%. They're like, well, you're an idiot if you're not 100%. I'm like, okay, well, I have to beg to differ that you're probably the idiot if you think everything's black and white. I mean, many people would say Hunt should have gotten the start at the start of the season. Many people say that Tonyan should have more looks than Gray. Many people say, you know what I mean? Like, but they oftentimes don't do what we think is the best, So, yeah, that's where it's like, how can you be 100% on anything? And
so,
yeah,
what you're saying
funny.
though is that he may or may not get his job back immediately, but after a couple of weeks, he's got that job again, right?
I said I'm not sure I think Simmons gets to start when he comes back, but I'm not positive that he doesn't have to wait a week or two to get it back.
But
that's
if he does
what I would
have
think.
to wait, it's just a week or two, and then he does get it back.
And especially with Matt Nagy
practice.
answering the way he answered, and specifically saying the word consistency, because with Josh not being here, regardless the reason, he's by definition not being consistent. So I don't know if he did, Matt Nagy could have done that on accident, or it could have been a little poke at him, or it could have been anything. But either way, just anybody being gone for 4 weeks, I don't know that you get right back in. You've been gone for practice, everything. So I don't, they kept saying, well, it's obvious Josh is the way better player. I was like, yeah, I know. Everybody knows he's the way better player. But that sometimes doesn't factor in. And so, yeah, that was a real interesting thing that was on there.
Yeah, I would say, if he was to come back on a Saturday and that was his first day back and we play on the Sunday, I would almost bet money that he's probably not getting the start the next day. I think they're going to want to put him through a full week of practices and be really comfortable with where he is physically and stamina-wise to make sure that he can play that game on Sunday. But I'm of the belief that it'll be 1 week of practice. And so if he was to come back on a Monday and he was able to be there for the full week of practice, then I do believe he would probably start that next Sunday.
See, and I can't make, until I know why he was gone, I can't make any educated guesses, because the reason is very, very important, in my opinion. Like, the entire reason is very important because it would educate me on if this was going to be an issue in the future as well. You know what I mean? So that's where I can't make a guess. But if we're just going on skill, of course, Josh is in, but there's so much more nuance to it. And then another surprising thing, SI.com. Where did I put that at? Where did I put? Oh,
it's on screen 7.
SI.com. So SI.com put out an alarming little thing. So Albert Breer reported that the specific family aspect of Josh's current issue was part of the background information teams had to consider during the draft process.
So the Chiefs knew that this
and other
would come up,
teams,
and they were fine with it, whatever it was. And they knew that if it became
they
an
were
issue,
willing to take the chance. Yeah,
they were willing to deal with it.
Well, my guess is they were willing to take the chance, just like they were willing to take the chance that his knee wasn't good. I don't know that they wanted to deal with it. I wouldn't say that. I would say, but they were willing to take the risk, whatever it may be. But yeah, that was interesting that whatever that is going on was known by many teams prior to the draft, which is bizarre and even more ominous. What do we got here?
Why on earth?
Why on earth did you expect people on X to not be crazy? I know it was foolish of me to basically try to debate a low concept thought on Twitter. Ugh.
So it wasn't Matt Derrick that you were arguing with. It was just on his post?
Yeah, it was just people that replied to me from the reply. I replied to Matt.
Did Matt reply to you?
I don't think so. But I'm still not very good at Twitter. Sometimes I miss complete replies and stuff. I don't know how I look at the notification things, but sometimes they don't all show up right there. And then when I click on them, I'm like, where did this come from? I don't know, man. X is weird. X is weird. Social media GMs and coaches always think they know way more than those who are actually running the team. Yeah, one of the guys came back and was like, Josh has started since OTAs. And I had to do well, actually, Josh was in limited drills during OTAs because he was still recovering from his knee injury. But you're right. We all knew he was going to be the starter by training camp. So you're accurate there, but not on the OTAs forward.
Well,
actually,
technically,
I love it when they make bold statements and don't Google it first. I'm like, dude, you just set yourself up for that, man. It just takes a quick Google search to see if you're right. Oh, man. Brian says that Kamara, I believe this is for Kamara, thinks that he doesn't want a Super Bowl ring. Well, Brian, that's what we're curious about. I mean, we're curious that if he, if he would come.
If he had heard a rumor that a certain team was calling about him, and so he just decided to say that. I don't know, maybe if somebody asked him the question.
Oh, wait, hold on. This is the Cardinals, though. He's talking about somebody from the Cardinals.
No, his loyalty to the Cardinals is greater than his desire for a ring. Is that the Calais Campbell one?
Yeah, he must be talking about Campbell.
Okay.
Well,
when you're 39 years old.
Yeah, did he play for the Cardinals his entire time? I wish I would have left that up.
No idea.
Oh, I did leave it up, didn't I?
It's hard to believe that somebody spent 18 years with a specific team, roughly. If he's 39, he's been in the league for a while. But if he's not a quarterback, then it's hard to believe that one.
Yeah, I mean, he's started with Arizona in 2008, played to 2016 for Arizona, then 3 years in Jacksonville, 3 years in Baltimore, a year in Atlanta, a year in Miami, and now he's back to Arizona.
Wow. It's a lot of years.
I don't know. I don't know, Gary. I might have to agree with Brian here, unless he just wanted to come back there so bad for some reason after we heard from others that the Cardinals didn't. Yeah, I have no idea. We got chats going wild tonight. Oh, fun fact, I've never had an account on the cesspool of social media. Well, I will say X is better than Facebook. Like, I don't even get on Facebook now. I get on Facebook like once a week to answer Brian Parrott's messages, but he's the only reason I get on Facebook.
I get on Facebook because of the family. You know, all my family and friends, every single Facebook
well, if
friend
my mom
I
tags
have
me in something, I'll look at the picture.
Somebody that I've at least met in real life. Or
that is true. That is true. But it's just
it's not 100% true. I'm friends with what was that football player? He played for New Orleans for a long time. He was from K-State. He actually went to Olathe North. He went there when my sister went there. I can't remember his name now. Great running back. K-Stater. Anyway, I saw him live one time, but I am friends with him on Facebook. I think he only friended me because he knows my sister, and so we have the same last name. I think that's the only reason he did it. But I've at least encountered every single friend I have on Facebook once in my life. But that's why I use it. And I have an account on X.
I found it, I couldn't keep up with everything. Like, I had X, and that gives me all my sports stuff, and it gave me all my gaming stuff. And once I started podcasting, I just couldn't keep up with Facebook, and it was just too much. I was spending too much time looking at old buddies' kids and all kinds of stuff like that. And I was just like, it was just taking up too much time in my life. And so X was just, I could get my news and not be inspired to like say, oh, your children are beautiful. You know, like I got on Facebook one time the last month and actually stayed on it. And I ended up 3 hours later after posting on a bunch of stuff. I'm like, what did I just do? What did I do? I could have been editing videos. What did I just do? So it is a little bit of a, like me to a addiction type of thing. But Witchy Hall says, I love when Bob uses his Karen voice. Well, you know where I got that voice? From Tarzan, the elephant, the animated Disney Tarzan. Oh, yeah. The little elephant puts his toe in the water and he goes, Mom, are you sure this water's sanitary? It doesn't look very sanitary. Are you sure this water's safe? It doesn't look very sanitary.
No, I'm not a cartoon guy. So
you miss out on so much good stuff because of that, man. Disney movies have failed over the last like 5 to 8 years, but before that, I mean, they were killer. And they've had some good ones. Lilo and Stitch came out, the live action one, and they kept it real true to the first. Like, they had been doing good with them, and then like they Mulan, and after they just started rewriting the whole thing, and that, like, Mulan didn't even have the songs in it. It's like, whoa, you know. And then they got back like Lilo and Stitch. They made some changes, but they made sense and they were good. It was fantastic. But I didn't watch it because I was so, because Disney's burnt me on so many of those as of late. But yeah, you got something else here you wanted to put up.
Oh, yeah, which I don't even know who was talking about Baltimore, but which he said, okay, I've been calling them Baltimore, but I might start calling them Baltisnore. I didn't even look at the name at first. I thought this was a Brian comment, and then I was like, oh, Witchy with the zinger. Yeah, they're struggling.
That's who we need to guest on our show, Zingbot.
Zingbot.
Yeah, I bet he'd have some good zings for us.
He would.
He'd tear me up.
That'd be fun.
That'd be awesome if we could actually get that to happen. I'm on Facebook because of games I've played for. Oh, wow. Facebook
Are you still
games.
playing Farmville, Witchy?
Farmville? Oh, my gosh. Oh. X refuses to post 40% of my stuff.
Now that the ADL is a skinless chicken tender controlling them.
Well, I don't know what to tell you, Bryce.
Witchy said, LOL, that's a you problem.
Oh, man. All right, well, let's get into talking about the game here, since
Was there a game this week?
Yeah, there's a game. There's a big game.
Uh-oh.
Some would say the biggest game, although lots are starting to turn into, the biggest game is Witchy. Woke everything sucks. Agreed. Thank you. So some are saying the Denver game's bigger, which it kind of is bigger for, what we need to do.
Right.
But this game's usually the game of the year. You know what I mean? What?
Huh?
Sorry. I just derailed us again. What?
You were on Nick Wright podcasts?
What's What's Right? You on What's Right? With Nick Wright?
Yeah, that's pretty cool, man.
That is freaking. I was in the crowd, and you can see me many times on the one that came here to Kansas City and went to Power and Light. You can see my mom more. Yeah, I got my. I need to put my signed one up. But
Since
yeah,
you can see
my mom
sitting
there, like the whole time, like right in the front row. She doesn't move, where I'm all over the place. But yeah, that's awesome. You have to tell us that story in the comments or something. All right. We're going to bite Buffalo easy. Their offense basically
Cook and not much else, because their wide receivers are nothing to worry much about.
All right, well, let's get into it.
I love the enthusiasm.
And talk about them. Yeah, I love the enthusiasm. And we've definitely held down good running backs. It's hard to tell by the stats, but we hold down good running backs well. But why don't you just give us a little quick team overview of the Buffalo Bills this season?
Yeah, as of week 8, the Buffalo Bills are 5-2. They're in second place in the AFC East, behind the New England Patriots of all teams. The team's offense, led by quarterback Josh Allen, has been productive, and running back James Cook had a record-setting game in Week 8. However, the defense has been negatively impacted by injuries, which seems to be a common theme this season, particularly along the defensive line.
Yep, and as far as the offense goes, Josh Simmons used to be the offense. Now, he has had a bye week, but his stats are low right now. Like, he's not in the talking about much of anything right now. I mean, his stats are low, but I don't want to say too much because, he has had a bye week. We haven't. A lot of teams haven't, but it's still, he is not like a top 3 quarterback right now. He's just not like he has been in past years.
Yeah. Now James Cook, though, Cook is having a career year. Right now, he's ranked 2nd in the NFL in rushing yards. He was named AFC Offensive Player of the Week after rushing for a career high 216 yards in Week 8. That's massive.
Yeah, he is a massive part of their team, and his stats are padded by that 216 yards. But real quick, we'll throw this in here.
Yeah,
I guess I said Josh Simmons instead of Josh Allen. Well, you know what I'm worried about, so but this might just be something I think about a lot. But like it's something I wake up in cold sweats at night about. Josh, where are you? Josh, hold me. Just tell me you're coming home. They talked about, Chad talked about wide receivers, but Khalil Shakir, got that name right, has seen a lot of increased usage especially after Coleman went down, and he's he's even jumped up quite a bit in fantasy rankings, and those go for money. So I don't know. Those are some pretty good ones to look at. When they're not even what's his name? Tyquan Thornton didn't even shoot up in fantasy rankings. So Khalil Shakir might be something to watch.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, with Josh Allen playing against the Kansas City Chiefs in the regular season, we usually see the absolute best of what he has to offer. And Khalil Shakir seems to be his favorite target so far this year, especially like you said, after Keon's out. I expect to see some numbers with Khalil this week, sadly. But let's talk about defensive injuries. So that defensive line, they've been hit hard by injuries and suspensions. So right now they are missing defensive tackle Ed Oliver. He was placed on IR with a torn bicep. Defensive tackle DaQuan Jones, he missed time with a calf injury. And veteran linebacker Matt Milano has missed most of the season. That's going to be hard. That's going to be a tough thing to get over. I mean, we've seen that with injuries on our defensive line. It absolutely can be debilitating. I mean, just Omar Norman Lott going out this season has caused a huge rift in our defensive game plan. So we can definitely take advantage of that.
Yeah. I think it's still their defense is still, I think, one of their strengths, and I'll get to that when we get to strengths. But yeah, we'll take a question from chat real quick here.
Oh, Gary said, I was on Nick Wright podcast yesterday, and some Bills fans said, pardon me, their running back Cook was running 200 yards on the Chiefs. Definitely roll on the floor, laughing my ass off.
I don't even have to fake laugh at that one.
Yeah.
I did have to hold it in, though.
That's a tough pill to swallow, man.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we haven't even allowed a 100-yard rusher, let alone a 200-yard rusher. I mean, Spags would give up our passing D is definitely better than our rushing D, but we prioritize that, and we're going to prioritize this. Now, between Josh Allen and him, maybe, I don't know, man. We let quarterbacks go. Josh Allen might have 130, and and Cook might have 70. So
yeah.
I don't. Yeah. They might just end up running the option play on us the entire night.
The last time that someone ran for over 200 yards against the Kansas City Chiefs was Jerome Harrison of the Cleveland Browns. It was 286 yards on December 20th of 2009.
Oh, not the dark ages.
Not during the Andy Reid era.
That was also during an era where running backs got a lot more yards. I mean, a lot more yards.
Mm-hmm.
That has really slowed down, and I think just because the league has shifted more to a passing first league, and that's why that's happened. But I mean, you just remember those. I mean, you would see, every Sunday you would see, 60 to 80-yard runs, and a lot of them. You would see them a lot back in the day, and those just don't happen in the too high safety post Patrick Mahomes era of the NFL. I mean, Pat basically changed that, and so there's always this, at least one safety back there to stop it.
Mm-hmm.
I had flashbacks of I just for some reason had flashbacks of Clinton Portis just breaking through our defense that was all stacked on the line and just running for 80 yards weekly or bi-yearly. Sorry. Man.
Oh yeah, bi-yearly. Yeah. For a while, then he was traded to the Redskins, I believe.
Oh man, I don't even remember. I just was happy when he left.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah. Let's talk about strengths. And the obvious strength is Josh Allen's dual threat ability. I mean, everybody thinks Lamar Lamar Jackson is the best runner, and stats would tell you that. But I think Josh is the scariest one, at least for our team. I mean, I don't think Lamar Jackson gets that end of the game play that Josh did last year against us. That play was, I mean, he was literally being Superman. And
I think, yeah, if you're talking about Josh Allen versus Lamar Jackson, I like Lamar Jackson's abilities more, but like you said, end of games, he just tends to screw the pooch, man. He just something, it's like the game just speeds up a little bit for him, and he just can't quite figure it out, and he'll make some big boob mistake. And Josh Allen doesn't do that.
No, he doesn't.
Cool as a cucumber to the very end.
I'm talking. Do you remember the play last year that won the game for him?
Yes.
Where he just breaks all the tackles and
it was a busted play.
It forces his way in.
Yes.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was a thing of beauty.
Over.
That was just,
yeah.
And I mean,
and if you're a Bills fan, that's a play to remember for the rest of your life.
And we do hold running backs down, but we are notorious for giving up yards to quarterbacks, and even quarterbacks that shouldn't run, that are not known for running. So that's got me a little worried, and that's a definite strength of them. But Josh is getting older, and I did see him take a huge sack for a huge loss last week. So hopefully we get one or two of those.
He's no Marcus Mariota.
Yeah. Hopefully we get one or two of those, and that could help a ton. So hopefully the confidence is down.
Yeah. Well, another huge strength for the Buffalo Bills is James Cook. He's a key offensive weapon. Again, he's currently ranked second in the NFL in rushing yards. He is currently cooking with 753 yards, 7 touchdowns, and a 6-yard average, coming into this clash of the AFC Titans regular season rematch. The Chiefs' run defense is currently middle of the pack, so while Cook is a threat, the Chiefs' front seven will have their work cut out for them. I wrote this before the Mike Pennell news, and who was it?
I think it helps a lot. Yeah,
Gary Holland actually just put up a note. He said Mike Pennell will stop Cook. I feel a whole lot better about our chances with Cook with Mike Pennell in there. Absolutely,
yep. Whole lot better. But yeah, we talked about their D a little bit. Their D does have injuries, but their pass rush is still gonna be solid. I think. I mean, they're currently ranked, they're currently ranked 8th in the NFL for sacks. They have 22 sacks, and I mean, yeah, it's like they are dealing with some injuries, but I think they're still gonna put up a fight, and that Bills D has been pretty monster. I mean, it's what kept him in the game last week. I mean, it's the D. I think is a very, very strong part of their whole game. So
yeah, and they'll be up for the Chiefs. That's what they do, especially in the regular season. They get up for the Chiefs. But I think the biggest advantage that the Bills have this week is the home advantage. The Bills have a strong home record at their Highmark Stadium. They're 3-1 this season at home. And in regular season games since 2020, they have a 4-0 record against the Chiefs. I do want to add a caveat to this, that the Chiefs, and don't quote me on this because I don't have stats. It's just some memory. But over the last 5 or 6 years, the Chiefs have actually been better on the road than at home. They seem to lose the games at home. So I don't know if this home advantage for the Bills is as much as it would be against another team, but the Chiefs do play very well on the road.
Yeah, and we had a question in chat, and yeah,
Context matters.
I just wanted to check. It says who have the Bills beat? And I couldn't think of it off the top of my head, but they beat the Panthers. The Falcons beat them. the Patriots beat them. They beat the Saints. They beat the Dolphins. They beat the Jets. They beat the Ravens by 1. Yeah,
have not been good this season.
Yeah, but it was the first game of the year when the Ravens weren't banged up. So, yeah, I mean, the only real test they had. I mean, yeah, they've not really beaten any powerhouses, and yeah,
I think Brian would disagree. He said they beat themselves a few times, so they were able to beat the Bills.
Yeah, beat the Bills. Yeah, I mean, but I mean, you also have to like I didn't look at all of the games, but at the same time, like these are like they're like losing by 10 to the Falcons, 3 to the Patriots. So I mean, that's something where it 1 or 2 plays changes and they could have won. It's not like they've gotten blown out by anybody. So I don't know. I think it's going to be a tough game regardless.
Yeah, Brian, they beat up some Girl Scouts selling cookies, but it was really close contest. Good one, Brian. Tailgater in the house. Chiefs, baby. LFG.
Yep, Chiefs.
Yeah, buddy. Thanks for joining. Yeah, we knew you meant Girl Scouts, Brian. I know your mind, buddy.
Do you have any others? Any other strengths you wanted to talk about?
No. I think we're good with strengths. We'll move on to the weaknesses.
You had one still down here, unless I missed you talking about it.
The home advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah, I talked about the home advantage.
What'd you say? Because I missed it.
I said that their home advantage isn't as much as it would be against other teams because the Chiefs play really, really well on the road. They've played better on the road than they have at home over the last several years.
Oh, I think the home advantage is going to be great for them. I mean,
I just think that it would be more of a factor against, say, the Cleveland Browns or the Dolphins or some other team. The Chiefs have played well on the road. I wish I would have looked that up. I didn't think to look that up, but I'm pretty sure that most of the losses in the last 4 to 6 years have been at home, or a majority of them.
This is like their last year at Highmark Stadium. I think they would want to go out with a bang. I think the fans are going to be nuts. I think, I don't know. I think it's a big advantage.
Do you think that they're taking this game a little bit light because of the history of this matchup? I mean, the Bills win in the regular season. The Chiefs win when it counts. So do you think that they're kind of going into this game with a little bit of an expectation?
I don't know.
I'm sure the fans are. I'm sure the fans are.
Who was it on the podium? Someone talked about how I think it was Bolton, talked about how the Bills schemed differently. It might have been Mahomes, but it was one of them said the Bills scheme differently every year in the regular season. And I'm wondering if they just don't scheme differently in the playoffs, and that's why
they want to screw it up.
They can't win in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So
then I do want to say I actually know that the fans aren't taking this game for what it really is, because I have I'm from the Rochester, Buffalo area originally. All my family that lives back there, huge Bills fans. My cousin, who I talk to on a weekly basis, he won't even watch our show because it's the Chiefs, but they are absolutely. We win in the regular season every season. I'm like, well, not every single season, but pretty much.
I think they're
have your Super Bowl in the regular.
I think they're
season
4-0, aren't they? Are they 4-0
3-1
against the Chiefs?
I think they're 3-1.
3-1 in the regular season, but 4-0 at Bills Stadium.
It's.
Oh yeah. Oh no, they're 4-1 in the regular, or they're 4-0 in the regular season, and 3-1 record at Highmark Stadium over the last 4 visits to Highmark Stadium.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, weaknesses. I mean, one of them is one of their strengths. I mean, their defense as a whole is a strength, but their injured defensive line definitely makes it not as bad. But I don't think it's as bad as people make it out to be. Like they've lost a few players like Ed Oliver and DaQuan Jones, but I mean, I think they're still going to be tough, and I mean they're easy to run on. So if we run on them, I think we can have a real good time. But will we run? That's the hard question. Especially Pacheco's out. Is Mitchell going to come in? Are we going to finally see what Mitchell has in the tank? Are we going to get to see more from Rashid Smith
with the score of the game? When it's happening, I think in the first quarter we'll see a little bit of probably a 60-40, throwing versus running, and then as the game progresses, who knows? If we're winning, we'll see a lot more of the running. As long as it's 3 to 5 yards a carry, that's enough to get you the first down every time. If it's less, maybe they just stick with the passing game the whole time. Going into the bye week, let Hunt eat.
I would love to let Rashid Smith eat too, but I like Hunt's still the best short yardage back in the NFL. I'd like to keep him fresh for that. He is automatic. I mean, he is our something to be proud of version of the tush push. It's automatic. Like he's gonna climb over you, climb under you.
He's more automatic than the tush push statistically this season. Yeah. He's got a better percentage.
Yeah, and he doesn't look like a dork doing it, and he doesn't have to touch tushes. So it's a win-win there. Unless he likes tushes. I mean, if he likes tushes, maybe he's like, dang it.
When he's running through that line, there's no chance that he doesn't touch a tush someplace, But it's not intentional. It's not
smacking that ass as he goes by.
Yeah, it's not part of the play call. We're gonna run to the left between the tackle and the guard, and you're gonna tap his ass while you run through. Like that's not it.
Oh man! All right.
So receiver depth is another weakness for the Bills. So they recently lost their second-year wide receiver Keon Coleman, and those between him and Khalil Shakir, those were their two big wide receivers, and that's one of the reasons we kind of expect Khalil to be a focus point for Josh Allen this week. But while the Bills have brought in new players, we're talking about new players with an established quarterback and established offense. That's not something you can just throw in there. Remember last season we had Hall of Famer DeAndre Hopkins come in, and he changed this offense in a different way because he was able to mentor Worthy and get him to a point, and we love his time for that, and we appreciate what he did there. But as a receiver on the team and on the field, he just didn't make a huge difference. So you really need to have the right wide receivers, and you got to give them time to get that rapport with the quarterback. And so right now we've got one wide receiver that he's probably going to get a lot of attention from Josh Allen and from our secondary.
Yeah. I think the wide receiver depth is going to be a huge thing in this game. And I think Chat's right. Someone said it earlier that our corners are not going to let Khalil Shakir eat. I mean, I just don't think it's going to happen. And yeah, unless Connor's at Nickelback.
It's going to be the Bill Belichick approach to defense is take away their best player. Like we did last year. Remember when you were talking about that New Orleans Saints game? That's when you were all over that. We're going to take away, and that's exactly what happened.
I hope we don't know. I hope we. Yeah, I hope. I don't know what to say. I don't. I feel like I'm overconfident, but the last 2 weeks I felt overconfident, and it's actually been
underconfident.
Yeah, it's been actually correct to be overconfident.
Yeah, absolutely. It has definitely shown to be the way. The other big weakness that we're looking at this week is the Bills team is not performing well against the run. Currently, they're giving up an average of over 105 yards on the ground per game. That should equal some feasting time for our boy
should be able to
Kareem
eat.
Hunt. Yeah.
And boy, I'd love to see Smith get in there. And I'd love to just see Mitchell.
I think we'll see a little bit more of Rashid Smith this week. We might see a lot more of him. But I don't know about Elijah Mitchell. I just feel like why haven't we seen him so far?
Well, because I don't think so. You have to have the few healthy scratches, right, every week. If you don't have enough banged up guys to scratch them off the 53 man, and I just don't like. I don't think Andy's ever wanted to come into the game with 4 running backs. So I think this gives Elijah Mitchell a chance to suit up. I don't know that he plays, and that's where I'm at there. I think they really feel like they've found something in Rashid Smith, which I called early, guys. I called it early. If he turns out to be like Brian Westbrook, remember who said it?
I was actually, when you were saying those words in my head, I was saying Russell Westbrook, and I'm like, that doesn't sound right. Brian has a good idea here. He said re-sign Okoye for 1 game. Yeah, buddy, Christian Okoye out there. He's got 1 more game left in him.
One more game, dude. I freaking you know what I watched last night to go to bed?
What?
I watched Super Bowl I.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And it was I fell asleep before, but I know who won. It's why the Super Bowl trophy is named with the wrong last name. But so it was remastered and colored in, and dude, it was hilarious, man. I mean, absolutely hilarious. I can't even tell you. I don't even know how they put it up there. It was some channel I'd never heard of with 1.5K subscribers. It was like half the subscribers we have.
I think there's a lot of channels out there that replay old football games. It's always fun to go in and watch.
Yep.
Gary said, Brian Perry, Priest Holmes. Yeah, I'd love to. That's my boy right here. But health-wise, yeah, he's going through some, from what I understand, he's going through some things, and he's
really
not doing well.
Did he bang the drum this year?
I don't know.
I think he banged the drum once.
Like dementia is what I heard. And
I hope that's not true.
Yeah. Sad, because he's probably, man, him and Okoye are up there, but 2 of my favorite running backs for this team. Christian Okoye was on a reality TV show about pirates. I know I've told you this, Bob, before, but yeah, I watched this show, and it was horrible. It was a horrible show. It was like Big Brother on a pirate ship, and it was really lame, and Okoye got voted out after like the 3rd or 4th week, but that's the only reason I watched it. I saw Christian Okoye, and I was like, well, I'm watching it. And I watched the whole season, but.
So Tailgater says that Brashard will be in mostly passing downs. Hope he can show out. I would agree with you normally, but I don't know that that'll really be the case in this game specifically with the change up of not having Pacheco.
Yep.
He might end up getting Pacheco's role straight up. I mean, Kareem Hunt, I'd say honestly, is probably a better pass blocker than Smith is. Like Smith, according to the coaches, is just recently been to where they're trusting him with pass blocking. Like, it was something that when he came in, they didn't know if he was going to be able to do it. They've been pleasantly surprised by his progress, but he's still not great at it. So I don't know. I mean, they might give Smith, especially with how much the Bills have been struggling, they might give Smith that Pacheco job and just see what he can do. I mean, that's very possible. I'm not sure.
It wouldn't hurt to try, but I'm really interested to see if we see Elijah.
Yeah, interesting. Cool. I just don't know if he'll just be in there as basically the Rashid Smith role that Rashid Smith's been doing. I'm just not sure. But Smith has been coming along. It would be a lot for him to take on. He hasn't done all the packages and learned all the packages that Pacheco has, but I don't know. They might just end up using the packages that he has been doing and seeing what he can do early. But I'm excited to see either one. And I'm hoping for Pop to come back. Pop was just starting to pop off and hoping that he gets back. But I did say he was probably going to be injured for a couple weeks. But the reason he was excited is because nothing was torn or broken, which is great news for him. But
absolutely. So Gary has a question here. What is a good comparison for Rice? Otis Taylor, T.O., a young Sammy Watkins?
Ooh.
Physically speaking, he's smaller than Otis and T.O. Sammy,
I'd say a young Sammy.
Yeah, Sammy might be the play there.
Yeah, I think more upside than Sammy, though, and it's been a bummer. We've been deprived of it for a year and a half because he could be a 91 right now in Madden, but instead he's an 81.
Yeah, we'll see what happens this season. See if that goes up next year. But Witchy's calling me out here. That was 100% bullshit, Buck. Priest is fine. He's got a killer podcast. Go check it out. I'm gonna actually, as soon as we're done here, I'm gonna go check it out.
Yeah,
I'm glad I'm wrong about that because I love Priest Holmes.
They probably just thought it was dementia because he started saying the weirdest crap when he retired. Like, he was very weird. Like, I'll give people that. Very
this was
weird.
Like in the last 6 to 12 months or so. So it wasn't when he retired when I heard this. But
Holmes stretch.
Glad to be wrong.
Yep.
Holmes stretch. Oh, that's good.
Well, so some key matchups to watch. We've kind of went over them, but it'll be interesting to see, like Josh Allen versus the Chiefs secondary because, yeah, it's just like he's not got much to work with. And if you've noticed, Josh is playing like Mahomes did the last couple years. He's dinking dunking, and he's not throwing it downfield. So it's going to be interesting to see if he's never had to do that in his career so far. Well, it'll be interesting to see if he can have the patience.
Yeah. Do you think we're going to see a spy on Allen for at least the I've said that every time that we've played against the Bills is why do we not have a spy on Allen on 3rd and 4th downs? It just
I have an answer for you that Spags gave was either today or yesterday. I think it was today that Spags talked to the podium, and he says sometimes one of the 4 down linemen, usually one of the DNs, is on spy, and you just can't tell. It's
because
like,
it doesn't work.
Well, and I don't know if it works all that good, but
or it's not working because Chris Jones is moving out to the end spot in that play.
But I would prefer one of the linebackers on spy rather than one of the D linemen.
Absolutely.
So yeah, but he did clear that up that sometimes that could be also why our pass rush isn't the greatest a lot of times because he's also calling some of these guys to stay in their run gaps, and so makes it harder for them to go after the QB. It's an unselfish type of move.
Absolutely. Another key matchup that we need to watch is Chris Jones, the defensive line, but specifically Chris Jones versus the Bills offensive line. This is a huge matchup. Bills offensive line, which is highly ranked this season, faces Chris Jones and a slightly depleted defensive line. Again, I wrote this before the Mike Pinnell signing. Bills offensive line has performed well in pass protection this season, which isn't a surprise to me. I mean, when you've got a quarterback of that caliber, you really want to protect him, right? I mean, look what happened to Andrew Luck in Indianapolis. You don't protect him, he's just going to retire early.
Yeah,
I'll be going to win.
I'll be interested to see. Chris does get double teamed, but it's not like every other person I listen to seems to say that Chris Jones gets doubled every time, but it's factually incorrect. I haven't checked it in a week or two, but it's around 53% of the time. So it's most of the time, barely.
Majority of the time.
Yeah, it's about half of the time. I don't consider that majority, but it is technically majority. But when people say majority, they're usually talking about a big majority. And yeah, it's like 50% of the time. So I'm hoping he gets to eat a little bit more. I'm hoping he stays in the middle.
Stays in the middle, yep.
Yep, he's one of the highest rated linemen in the league still when he's in the middle. So I'm hoping he does that. But I got to bring this up here.
Brian said, "You guys are better than New Heights because I'm not banned, LOL." Yeah, then when
I don't know how you get banned from New Heights. New Heights is like
aggressive.
I mean, yeah, they drop F-bombs constantly. I mean, so that's interesting. Oh man, uh-oh, my connection just went ooey here.
Yeah, you went
not good.
You went a little pixely for me there for a second, but that could always be me too, so I wasn't sure.
I'm pretty sure it's me. It's giving me the little thing. Let me see if I can fix it really quick. I'll see here.
She said it was a total clickbait that started that rumor. I'm assuming you're talking about the Priest Holmes rumor, which, all right, I clicked. Sue me.
You watched it on Facebook.
It's possible. It's possible.
Stop watching things on Facebook. It's horrible. Oh, it's horrible.
It's literally just it's a time gap thing. When I'm at work and Dan's got to run to the store and I'm just sitting there on my butt for 20 minutes. I mean, it's better than sitting there doing nothing.
Yep.
What do you say about Taylor?
That's why Brian got banned, probably because he said something about.
Oh. That's one of the off limits topics.
It might be.
Nice about
every time somebody starts to talk about Taylor, Travis is, I can see his butt pucker, even though his butt's not on screen. His butt puckers, his eyes get big, and he's like, "Oh, okay, you're not okay." Like he gets defensive before anybody even says anything. Yeah, another key matchup will be whether it's Kareem Hunt or Brashard Smith. Want to see how they do up against that Bills front seven. Hopefully, Andy gives them a chance, and it isn't just throwing all day.
Yeah, absolutely. Another key matchup that we're going to be focusing on is the Chiefs wide receivers versus the Bills corners. The Chiefs have speedy wide receivers: Xavier Worthy, Rashid Rice, Hollywood Brown, Tyquan Thornton. That's going to pose a challenge to the Bills secondary. Look for Mahomes to spread the wealth, and try to keep the Bills secondary confused. And
yep. And then Travis Kelce versus the Bills linebackers, and just versus the Bills. Will they forget about Travis Kelce once again, and will he eat because he's forgotten? Because last week he ate, and most of the catches were uncontested because he was forgotten about. And so we'll just have to see. Matt Milano, it has been full practice. If he had been out, then that might have been horrible. But yeah, as far as that, that's all I've got for key matchups.
Yeah, me too. So what are others saying about this matchup this weekend? The Chiefs are slight favorites. Early betting lines for the Chiefs versus Bills game show that the Chiefs are favored by a small margin, depending on the site that you go to, typically between 1.5 to 2 points. Even though they're playing at Denver, at Buffalo. What Brian said, Buck's gonna start snorting. Keep it up, guys. Yeah, I know, man. You guys, everybody's on point tonight.
Yep. The betting trends, betting reports indicate there's a strong public action on Chiefs and the over, pushing the point spread slightly and settling the over under around 52.5 points. And yeah, the rest of them are, I don't know. Do we really need to go?
No, those are all specifics about, yeah.
I mean, Colin Coward reports that he predicts the Chiefs to win by 10 points, but that was inaccurate. That was on Facebook.
Yeah, it was on Facebook. So somebody said that Colin Cowherd predicted a 10-point win.
Yep, yeah. But when I looked into it, it was not true. I was like, there's no way Colin Cowherd said that. No way.
Yeah.
No way. But yeah, this is traditionally been one of the biggest games, you know. What's your bold prediction for this week? I was pretty close last week with 28-10.
All right, so this week I'm calling it's going to be 30-27 Chiefs. My bold prediction is that Rice is actually going to top the 100-yard receiving mark for the first time this season for a Chiefs wide receiver with a touchdown or two.
Man, I don't know, man. The defense has me so confused right now because I feel like we're the top offense right now in the NFL. And our D is just, even though without the pass rush, it is nuts right now. And so I don't know, man. I'll go 31-10.
31-10. That's a bold prediction.
Yeah,
I like it.
I'm going 31-10, and I don't know who the heck scores because we can score all over the place.
Gary Holland is chipping in here. Chiefs 31, Bills 23. I like it. I really do. I just think with the history of the regular season games with the Bills versus the Chiefs, I just don't think it's going to be that big of a spread. It's just, it's kind of like when we play the Raiders and they suck, and well, not this year. Okay, but or the Broncos and they suck, but it's always a close game. That's kind of where I'm going with that. Tailgater wants to chip in 33-14. That's pretty close to what you said.
Chiefs, yep.
Mm-hmm.
Then Jay-Z the White chips in. Well,
28-17. Us? Yeah.
Us?
Yeah, we kind of figured. Yeah. Mahomes Magic 30-7. Brian
going for the Bills. Weird.
Yeah, I know. For the Bills?
What the heck?
That's so crazy. No.
Brian's even crazier than I am right now. Brian having confidence. What's up?
Yeah.
What's up here?
That's a bold prediction.
That's different. We'll take it.
I'll tell you what. If the game ends 34-7, tune in after the game because it is going to be insane at Bob's house.
With Brian's chats.
Yeah.
Told you.
Oh, he changed it. He just said 34-10. Make up your mind, man. Stand on your ground, buddy.
Yeah, I like 31-10. But yeah, I don't know, man. This Chiefs team is feeling like the most complete team I've ever seen the Chiefs have. And gosh, I can't even imagine the defense if we had a better pass rush. What the heck would that even look like?
Oh, it would be scary. We'd go into every single one of these games with the confidence of champions. I mean, we already kind of are. But if we started to get pressure with that front four, look out. It's already, like you said, it's a really good defense.
And it feels so weird. We started out, and people, it's kind of been annoying me. People are like, dude, ever since Rashid Rice came back, the offense has started to pop off. And I think ever since the second half of the Giants game, we have started to pop off. I mean, it was weeks before Rice came back, and then Rice just made it even better. I mean, I don't know. It's so weird to go back to the start of the season, and Mahomes and Andy kept saying, "We're close, and I was saying the whole time, like, we could be defeated with just a couple mistakes a game changed. And now we're sitting here looking at it, and like everybody in the world's thinking we're the best show on grass. Yeah. I mean, and on turf every week. It's nuts, man.
Tailgater's got a good question. Maybe Pennell helps open up the pass rush. I think Pennell is going to be more of a run-stop kind of defensive tackle than he really is going to help with the pass rush.
He can get double teamed, though. Yeah, he can. He can take up double teams, though. He is a big boy.
He's a big boy.
Yeah, he could play nose in the 3-4. I think he's a little undersized for the nose at 3-4, but he could play nose in the 3-4, which if he takes up a couple double teams, I think it can open up the pass rush, because Derek Nottie was not taking up double teams.
Do you think that having Mike Pennell in the middle, that Chris Jones likes playing in the middle with him more, so maybe we'll see him line up on the outside less?
I don't know. It might have the opposite
maybe he trusts
effect.
him more? Oh, yeah.
Might have the opposite effect, but he did say in his presser today, he's so funny, he said that Spags is currently not mad at him, and he wants to keep it that way.
Yeah, right.
Because he really likes his wife's pasta and the gravy she uses. He made sure to tell us that Italians call pasta sauce gravy.
Okay.
Which a lot of different, they call it, I think.
I've never heard that.
Even the sauce, the yogurt sauce you get for, what's it called? I don't know. A few different people call gravy. A few different types of cuisines call, they say gravy for their sauce. But yeah, these he said he wants to keep getting pasta, so he wants to keep Spags happy. So maybe that means he's gonna stay in the middle like a good boy. I'm hoping.
Let's hope. Gary's got a good question. Gary Holland said, "What do you think McDuffie will do Sunday?"
So it's
so hard to say, because it's reactive based on what the Bills' offense is going to be doing.
Yeah, it's a question of if we run big and we run a base 4-4-3. If we want to run a base 4-3, there's only two corners, and McDuffie's going to be on the outside, and then there's no slot corner, But then if we run nickel, then we take out one of the linebackers and we put in a nickelback. And at that point, Noel Williams can take over on the outside, and McDuffie can come in the middle. Now, what's interesting is the Chiefs have done something a little weird in the past couple games. A couple times they've ran a 3-3-5, which is 3 down linemen, 1 DT, 2 defensive ends, 3 linebackers, 3 corners, and 2 safeties, although sometimes the third corner has been Connor at nickelback, and he is a safety, and that's why he shouldn't be playing nickelback. But, it just depends on, since the run game's heavy and they're good at that, I don't know that we see McDuffie in the slot a ton. I think we see a lot more of the, 4-3 heavy set because what's his name has played so well. Leo Chanel.
Oh,
yeah, Leo. He has played so well, and he's that linebacker that comes out when we play nickel, and then you just have Drew and Nick in there when we play nickel. So I think it's very possible McDuffie just stays on the outside most of the time because we're trying to stop the run, and we're not really super worried about the pass. But if Bolton's getting eat up in the middle and they're feasting there will probably switch back to the nickel, and McDuffie will be there. I mean, McDuffie's going to be on Shakir, I think, wherever they decide to play Shakir. So
I think McDuffie, what he's going to do on Sunday is he's going to lead the Chiefs defense to victory. Or lead the Chiefs defense to a team victory for the Chiefs.
Well, so do you think we see more of the 4 down linemen? I mean, with Pennell back for sure, but we still were running that the majority of the time. I just saw times where Spags was kind of flirting with, like, it's not a 3-4 because the linebackers aren't like coming off of the edge when he does it. It's like a weird 3-3-5. It's almost like he's given run
up
a lot
on
in college.
It's almost like he's just given up on the 4-man pressure. He almost concedes that it's not going to happen, so maybe it's worth it to throw another guy in the backfield.
Yes, and a lot of those times when he does the 3 down linemen and the 3 linebackers, he'll have Nick Bolton or Drew Tranquil or Leo Chanel like rushing the passer. And that's I think Leo could be a good edge rushing linebacker in a 3-4 defense. Like he's got the coverage skills now, and he's got the pass rush ability for sure. Mm-hmm. So yeah, it's interesting to see how Spags is using him now, because it's how I feel we could have used Josh Uche last year. It's just Josh Uche couldn't cover to save his couldn't cover the run to save his life, and so I just he couldn't have played in this. But yeah, I mean, we're still not going to play. Yeah, I was getting stuff confused. We're still not going to play Leo like a 3-4 outside one. It's just he's rushing the passer a lot more and doing a lot more on that angle. But yeah, I think with Pennell back, I think Pennell's in a lot, dude. I think Pennell becomes the instant second defensive tackle starter. I think for sure.
Nice.
I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
I don't either. Well, let's put it up there.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. The helmet. I'm not going to put that up there because,
all right. Yeah.
I mean, I know what that part is. Yeah, I know what that part is. That's was one of the greatest scenes from
you got me,
Friday
Brian.
Night Lights, where he gives all the different words for that. Oh, it's hilarious. Yogurt burpers. I forget. There was a bunch of them though. It was really good. You need to watch that movie, dude. You really need. I mean, that's the movie that created the whipped cream bikini. I mean, come on, dude.
Okay. You got it, buddy.
Oh, Varsity Blues, not Friday Night Lights. Yep, you're right. Mahomes Magic, thank you. Varsity Blues.
Was that
Varsity
the
Blues.
movie that had the kid laying in the middle of the street?
No, that was
because that one I watched.
That was the college one that a bunch of people died because of that.
Yeah, because it was on the cover of the movie. They had to remove it from the cover of the movie.
What the heck was that called? Chad's gonna get it before we dang it. Oh, the program.
You guys know
got
what
it.
I'm talking about.
Boom, got it before Chad. Ha! Just a second before Jay-Z the White one.
I used to own that on DVD.
Yeah, dude, you need to watch Varsity Blues, dude. Dude, it looks like your mom fell down I want to bleep bleep tree and hit every branch on the way down. Dude, there's so many good lines in that.
It could happen.
I don't want your life. That's the worst, but one of the best lines because it's so corny. You gotta watch it, dude. It's great. You're the quarterback now, Knox. Oh, it's so funny. Oh my gosh. You're a 10. Okay, I can keep going forever. Sorry. Yeah, I mean, I've went over why Uche didn't fit to exhaustion on this podcast. I even like wrote
Last
up
year.
a full dossier about it, like pointing out the differences. And I said it before he ever even played on the team. When as soon as we drafted him, or as soon as we traded for him, I was like, I don't know, is this gonna work out? Yep. See, we're getting chats telling you too. Your homework is to watch Varsity Blues. Let's see if it's free anywhere for you. Homework for the week, Buck.
All right.
I don't. I mean, do you have anything else? I don't really have anything
man.
else.
I mean, I'm super pumped. This isn't just the game that I kind of look forward to because it's the Bills and they're a great team and the rivalry and all that stuff. But it's a family rivalry too. All my family back home. I can't wait for bragging rights. You know that I'm gonna message my cousin the moment the game's over, whether we win or lose. Either I'm gonna say good game either way, and then I might have an LOL after if the Chiefs win.
Yeah, I got a lot of respect for the Bills, and I don't like them, but just like Chris Jones said today, I don't like them. They don't like us, but I respect them, and I don't care if they respect us or not. I respect their fan base, blue collar, good people, do fun stuff, great tailgaters. So,
Mahomes magic. How the hell have you not seen Varsity Blues?
You need to see this movie.
I'm going to be honest with you. I tend to shy away from anything sports related because it just tends to be so freaking corny, man. I'll watch it. Everybody says watch it. I'll watch it. If I can find it on one of the streaming services that I'm subscribed to, then I'll watch it. But begrudgingly. Yes, tailgater, we will always take the high road and tell them good game. But my cousin and I like to give each other jabs. I mean, believe me, he doesn't hold punches back when Mahomes has a bad game. I hear about it.
It is free right now on Netflix, which I know you have for reasons.
Yeah, for reasons.
Shoot, it's up, stop. It started to play. I don't know if you can hear.
Yeah, I was gonna say I
don't think you can. I don't think I have that turned on.
Right I also want to say while we're sitting here, don't forget to visit buckandbob.com, BUKNBOB.com. You can see all of our videos there. You can get this really cool hat there. Get this really cool water mug, 40 ounce.
I got stuff here.
We appreciate
hats.
Each and every one of you guys.
Yep. And I don't know. You can find me on X arguing with people. Probably can't even hear me right now because my internet's it's bad. I have no bubbles. Where can we find you, Buck?
You can find me on Facebook. That's where Jason Buckman is my name. Come and add me as a friend, and we'll share some funny Chiefs memes and videos.
You can find them also on our Buck and Bob page there.
On buckandbob.com.
Yep. I got to figure out something wrong with the Facebook stream. Like, it doesn't, I don't know, it doesn't notify people. We're growing there, but because of our shorts and stuff, the podcast, goes on as an event. I don't know what's wrong with it. But you can find me on X at Blazin_Bob. That's BLAZZIN_BOB. And, let's get out of here, Buck.
Latest in the Menjay, buddy.